Let's now speak to Sigurd Neubauer. He is a Middle East and Gulf specialist and also the author of The Gulf Region in Israel, Old Struggles, New Alliances. He joins us now from Washington, D.C. Sigurd, great to have you back. I want to start with the top-line priorities here for the outgoing administration. They have, by my count, 51 days left to achieve whatever it is they want to. Is trying to mend this Gulf rift close to top of that list?
Yes, absolutely. We have really seen that for the past several weeks now, we have seen positive statements coming out, both from Saudi Arabia and from Qatar, indicating that the resolution between the blockading states and Qatar appears to be in sight. We have just seen just days ago, as a matter of fact, surrogates close to the Saudi royal family have said publicly that Prince Mohammed of Saudi Arabia wants to, quote, give the resolution to the Gulf crisis as a gift to the incoming Biden administration. So this is positive rhetoric. And also the expert community and diplomatic sources that I have talked to over the past several months all point to that the resolution is within sight. Of course, we don't know whether or not a resolution to the crisis will be solved before Trump leaves office or immediately after Biden takes office. So that is the question mark, is really not if, but when.
I do want to ask you more about that because we saw Pompeo in the region about a week ago, and given that we are in a lame duck period now, just how much authority is this administration viewed as having abroad? Is there a sense that the Biden administration might take a different approach in the region, especially with Riyadh, for instance?
Well, I think that when it comes to the Gulf crisis and the Trump administration and the Biden administration are united in the sense that both value the rift being solved as soon as possible, because the crisis between Qatar and its neighbors was a manufactured crisis. It was a crisis that was based on false allegations that, and all these allegations have been proven to be untrue, and the expert community understands that now. So the question is really, how do you get that back in order? So this is really a matter of semantics, but I think that also because Jared Kushner, as we know, has such a close relationship with Prince Mohammed of Saudi Arabia, is that he can really lean on the Saudi crown prince and say, you know what, now is the time to close ranks. We are seeing Iran becoming much more unstable after the assassination of the nuclear scientist, and now is really the time to unify Washington's Gulf partners. So that is probably the message that he will be bringing to NEOM when he meets the Saudi crown prince.
Well, taking a bit of a step back here, Sigurd, as you say, this is all happening in the aftermath of Mr. Fakhrizadeh's assassination, and Tehran's been pointing the finger at Israel, potentially even the US. So how does this visit fit into those regional dynamics?
Well, I think that it throws the region into a very dangerous situation, because we know that the incoming Biden administration wants to resolve tensions with Iran and wants to return to the JCPOA, or the nuclear agreement, whereas the departing Trump administration wants to continue its maximum pressure campaign until the very last day of its time in office. And we don't know, of course, who is behind this assassination at this point, but if it is the Americans, then it is consistent with the maximum pressure campaign. So it creates another uncertainty to a very dangerous region, because we don't know quite how the Iranians will respond to this, whether they will again demonstrate strategic patience, or whether they want to avenge this assassination. And this adds another layer of uncertainty and unpredictability to this very volatile region.
Sigurd Neubauer there, a Middle East and Gulf specialist. Always great to get your thoughts here on Al Jazeera. Thanks for being with us again, Sigurd.
Thank you for the opportunity.